Yo, what's up guys? This is Rise and welcome to another video, and it's going to be a very fun one you're not going to want to miss. Some of you know that in my college days I was a sports commentator. I was our lead student broadcaster where I commentated basketball, soccer, lacrosse, and volleyball, and I really enjoyed it, and it's something I still have a passion for. So one thing on my Twitch redemptions when I live stream my Pokemon Go Battle League battles is sports commentary. People can redeem it, and I will do a sports commentary for the battle as if I'm like a third-person broadcaster. And it's a little bit harder than it looks when you're trying to commentate your own battle while you're playing and trying to win the game. So I try to have some fun with it. I've got 4 of them compilation together, and I really want to let you guys, I really want you guys to let me know what you think, and I hope you enjoy. Sports commentary. Rise to occasion against the Sri Lankan champion of the world. Don't ask my sources on that. Chestnut against Cofagrigus. Now, this is an interesting matchup, Marv, because the Chestnut is going to slightly outpace the Cofagrigus to that Frenzy plant. However, Cofagrigus is a bulky ghost type. It can survive. And the opponent knows that. He's willing to tank the Frenzy plant in order to grab a shield advantage from Rise to occasion. Goes directly for that Shadow Ball. Rise can afford to over farm here, which he does, and throws on the charge move priority. Now, the opponent has the decision to make. Are they going to commit the shield, or are they going to let it go? They're going to commit the shield, and now Rise forced to make a decision. Does he shield? Does he let it go? He's going to shield as well, but is this the right play? Shields the Shadow Ball. Rise to occasion, down a shield, and in comes the Shadow Drapion. Now, this is not a comfortable Pokemon for Rise to deal with, so he's going to superpower first, then go into the Emperor Penguin. Now, here's the problem. Does the Drapion get to 2 crunches here before Empoleon gets the move? If that happens, that is going to be devastating for Rise to occasion, but it's actually a charge move priority on the move. This is massive. Shadow Drapion about to go bye-bye. What's the back Pokemon going to be? Could it be another poison type? Could it be another dark type? It's an Oranguru. Maurice, as Rise likes to call him, and Rise gets to the Hydro Cannon. Now, this is big, Marv. This is going to deal a nice chunk of damage. The problem, if you look at Rise's back line, he's double weak to Confusion. What kind of team is Rise putting together here? Did he think this was actually a smart idea? Maurice, the orangutan, has lots of energy. And we're going to see it fire off a potential Psychic or Future Sight here. Rise in a tricky position. It is a Psychic. And now in comes the Cofagrigus. Rise switching into his Chestnut. Comes out with energy. Just has to get off the superpower. And the Chestnut against all odds, going to knock out the Confusion user, because teamwork makes the dream work. And Chestnut says, not today, not tomorrow, not ever. Ending in front of his Lickitung. Not what he wants to see, but can Rise overcome the tough lead? First, we see the immediate swap into the Lantern, and Rise not hesitating, going straight for the Surf. Surf's up, dude, as they say in California, probably. And the Shadow Machamp, he's angry. He doesn't like going down a shield. So he fires the Cross Chop, and the opponent with a terrific catch on their own Lantern. That is crucial, because there's a chance Rise's Lantern doesn't even reach a Thunderbolt here. Can it get there? Rise gonna commit to it. Does get to the Thunderbolts. That is critical. And that could give some room, some leeway, some wiggle room, like the Wiggles, for Rise to overcome this dreaded position. This Lantern is shiny. He is mighty. But Lickitung can absorb the damage he is presented with. Rise not hesitating again, going for the body slam. Does the opponent bother shielding the lantern that has energy? They do not. Rise expecting a Shadow Machamp to come back in. It does come back in. But now against the Frostlass, it's going to have to throw a charge move. Rise knows this is probably a cross chop bait, but gonna shield anyway. There's the cross chop bait. Machamp staying in. Does 2 counters, then throws. Has enough energy for the rock slide. Is it another bait though? It is not. Big time shield from Rise to Occasion, and there is a Swampert lurking in the back. Rise to Occasion going for the Shadow Ball. It lands. It lands. But here's the problem. Can Lickitung do enough to close out this game? I am not sure. That Machamp still had a decent chunk of health. What will go first, the licks or the counters? Lickitung clutches it out and steals the legendary, decisive K-God Game 5 of the set. What a battle. What a match against all odds. Rise to Occasion against Mako, the Japanese champion of the future. Tough lead for Rise to Occasion. He's going to dip immediately into the Surfetched, and the opponent is staying in momentarily. Now, Rise going to throw the Night Slash before Escavalier can reach its first move of the game. But what will the opponent decide to do? They shield the Escavalier. Interesting play. They don't seem to have an obvious answer for the Mighty Duck, and the Mighty Duck gets acid sprayed. How disrespectful of the opponent to acid spray bait Rise to Occasion. Marv, I don't know Rise too well personally, but I can't imagine he took too kindly to that acid spray bait. That's gotta just ruffle his feathers a little bit. So we'll see how he decides to play this out. He knows that Sandslash is going to have a rude awakening against the Escavalier. Now, Marv, this seems like a really inexperienced play from Rise. He could take this resisted damage on the Machamp. Some reason he thought it was a better idea to take neutral damage on his Sandslash. Yeah, Marv, I don't really have an explanation for that other than maybe he thinks the Machamp is more valuable for him, and he actually gets the counter down of the Escavalier, and there's a Ferrothorn in back. And Marv, I didn't see that play, but Rise saw that play and ends up getting the win despite the bad Escavalier lead. Jerson Sanks versus Rise to Occasion Sports Commentary Redemption number 2. And it's a positive lead this time for Rise to Occasion. Sandslash into Mandibuzz immediately. It's a Lucario. How often do you see this fella in the go battling? Not too often. Rise, Marv, he might have been able to get the full counter down there with how quick he was, but for some reason throwing the Leaf Blade instead. Now, this could be a close combat. Is it? That's a fair question, but Rise going to respect a potential close combat, and it's actually a Shadow Ball. Some trainers with their Lucario gameplay opt for the Shadow Ball. Some opt for the close combat. It's really a give or take, a really tomato. Trainer Rem, a Lucario expert. I'd be interested to see what Lucario moveset he typically opts for. And we're going to see Rise to Occasion and the Mighty Duck build up to a lot of energy, maybe trying to threaten that Brave Bird. That close combat doesn't work on the trainer. Trainer is composed. Trainer is the one and only Jerson Sanks from the country of Peru, maybe? Costa Rica? A terrific Latin American trainer, and we see the opponent make the swap into Escavalier. And Marv, I gotta say, this looks like a pretty convincing position for Rise to Occasion. The Shadow Machamp getting those same type attack bonus on the counters, doing a little bit more damage than Escavalier in its non-same type attack bonus counters. Now the question is, how does Rise close this out? Does he go for some flash? Does he go for some style? Or does he just play it safe? Because these trainers, sometimes they get a little bit ahead of themselves. They think they're maybe a little bit too cool for school. And Rise could have thrown the cross chop to guarantee winning CMP. Instead, Marv, you see the reckless play from Rise. The reckless play goes for the rock slide unnecessarily. That's just not discipline. That's not discipline. So you hate to see that type of play from Rise. And Marv, I gotta say, if he goes for the drill run here, there's a chance that the Mandibuzz will outpace. So I just do not want to see Rise to Occasion blow the game by going for a potential BM. And he makes the safe play. The chat may be mad at him, but his parents will be proud, taking home the win against the one and only Jerson Sanks in the Go Battle League. G to the G. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. It just so happened that these were 4 battles that I won. Normally, it's tough to do the sports commentary and do the battle, so I often misplay pretty badly when it gets redeemed. So it's more so not that I don't enjoy doing the sports commentary. I do enjoy it. It's just like, oh no, because I know I'm probably at a greater risk of losing or misplaying when I'm trying to commentate the battle like that when I'm playing it. So it's really fun. Maybe this video will get a couple of you over on the Twitch side as well, where you can interact live. We have a lot of fun over there. But if you enjoyed this video, feel free to hit that like button, comment down below. All comments are appreciated. Subscribe if you're new, and tell me if you'd rather have it be this format where I have like a 12-minute sort of compilation of these sports commentary battles, or if I have like a funny one, if you wouldn't mind just like a 3-minute video uploaded to YouTube, or if you'd rather have them in a more of a longer format like this, or if your like 3-minute video would be too short, Rise. So anyway, hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope to see you in the next one. Peace.